What's a red flag that seemed like green flag behavior at first? When I started dating Alex, I thought I had finally found the one. My last boyfriend barely texted me back, so when Alex started checking in throughout the day asking where I was and if I made it home okay, it felt like I hit the boyfriend jackpot. He would send me good morning messages and ask about my plans for the day before I even left for school. He always seemed to know exactly where I was without me even telling him, and I figured he was just really good at paying attention when I talked, or maybe he checked my Instagram stories. My mom even commented once that Alex seemed really attentive because he brought up places I had been that I forgot I had mentioned to him. I just thought I had finally found a guy who actually listened and remembered the little details about my life. Looking back, I should have questioned how he always seemed to know exactly where I was even when I definitely hadn't told him. But I was so caught up in feeling cared about that I didn't stop to think about how weird it actually was. The text started getting more specific, and it should have freaked me out way earlier. Alex would message me saying, "How's the coffee at that place on Main Street?" when I hadn't told him I was getting coffee, or "Tell Maria I said hi," when I hadn't mentioned I was with Maria. When I asked him how he knew where I was, he would say things like, "You posted it on your story," or "You told me you were going there earlier," and I would second guess myself thinking maybe I had forgotten. Then he started making comments that were too detailed to be coincidences. He texted me once saying, "Why are you at the north entrance of the mall? I thought you said you were going to the food court," and I genuinely could not remember telling him I was going to the mall at all. He would get upset if I went somewhere without telling him first, saying things like, "I was worried because you said you were going home but then you were at Target. You could have been kidnapped and I wouldn't have known." When I told him that was ridiculous and I was just running errands with my mom, he said, "I'm just trying to protect you. Do you not want me to care about your safety?" The guilt trips worked every single time, and I started telling him my every move just to avoid the arguments. The breaking point came when I texted Alex that I was having dinner with my family and wouldn't be able to talk. My grandparents had a rule about no phones at the table on Sundays, and I had always followed it. But within 30 minutes of sitting down to eat, my little cousin looked up from her plate and said, "Why is there someone standing by the window?" My grandpa stood up and walked over, then his entire body went rigid. "There's a man looking through the window at us." My dad jumped up and ran to the front door, throwing it open to find Alex standing on the porch looking completely caught. My dad stepped outside and said, "What the hell are you doing looking through my parents' windows?" And Alex started backing away saying, "I texted her like 20 times and she didn't answer. I needed to make sure she was okay." My dad's voice got dangerously quiet and he said, "She's eating dinner 10 feet away from where you were standing. What exactly did you think happened?" I walked outside feeling humiliated and angry and said, "I told you I wouldn't be on my phone. You can't just show up at my grandparents' house and peek through the windows like a creep." Alex looked at me like I had betrayed him and said, "I was worried about you. How was I supposed to know you were actually safe?" My dad grabbed Alex by the arm and said, "How did you even know this address?" The color drained from my face because I realized I had definitely never told Alex where my grandparents lived. We had only been dating for 2 months and he had never even met them. Alex tried to pull away, but my dad wasn't letting go, and he started yelling, "I just wanted to see that she was okay. Is that a crime?" My uncle came outside and tried to pull my dad off him while I grabbed my purse to find my phone and call the police. My dad was going to break his arm if someone didn't stop him. I was digging through my bag, pushing past my wallet and lip gloss and receipts, when my hand hit something small and round that I had never felt before. I pulled it out and just stared at it because I had no idea how it got in there. It was an AirTag. Suddenly, everything made sense. "You've been tracking me?" Alex's eyes went wide and he tried to run, but my uncle grabbed him and shoved him back against the porch railing. I felt like I was going to throw up. All the times he knew where I was, all the specific details, all the questions about places I never told him about. He had been tracking me for months. Alex got arrested for stalking and I got a restraining order. Now every time a guy seems too attentive, I check my purse.